Welcome, folks, to another episode of Dski Grills. I am so excited today because we are going up to the outdoor kitchen. We are cooking on the American-made muscle grill, and we are making hibachi. See you up there.
It was a hot summer's night. Lord, we couldn't close our eyes. It was a hot summer night. Lord, we couldn't close our eyes.
All right, folks, so we are back and we are here at the outdoor kitchen. As you can see, we have the AMG. It is ready to get fired up. We also have we have our meat. You can see that right here. That is our chicken, our steak, and we have shrimp. We also, folks, have our veggies, all right? So we cut up the zucchini, we cut up peppers and onions, and we did broccoli, all right? Let me show you how versatile and how awesome the American Muscle Grill is, okay? So let's do that now. So what I'm doing as far as my setup, what you can see right here, is that we have the griddle on the right side and we have the regular grill on the left side, all right? So what I want to do is I want to get this thing fired up. The idea is going to be to grill the meats right here over a charcoal fire. In the meantime, we will be warming up this side of the grill with gas and just getting the griddle hot so we can start sauteing all of our different veggies, all right? So that's how we're going to do this. So I'll show you. Let's get going. We'll start off first by using this tool that gets that grill grate out the way. Now I've cooked on here a few times. You can see we've used this a little bit here and there. I still have some fuel left from my fuel kit, so we're going to use that today. And my plan is to go ahead and fill up these trays right here with lump charcoal. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll do lump charcoal on the first two trays. Now with the American Muscle Grill, you don't have to use a lot of this fuel. Really, if you fill that tray up, that is ample enough to cook for a few hours, all right? Anything more than that, it gets way too hot. You're just defeating the purpose. So this really burns efficiently. Okay, so as you can see, we have our lump charcoal here. I left this tray empty. There was a reason I did that, because this will be my indirect while I'm cooking the meat. If things get too hot, I'll just move it over right in this area right here to make sure that they can just kind of come up to temperature slowly, all right? So I showed you at the very beginning when we did a pretty much a unboxing or a first look at the American Muscle Grill. I have the tank under the bottom here. I'm just gonna turn that on. I'm still waiting for the power company to come and run the piping to it. All right, so all we're gonna do is fire up these two trays. So I'll start right here with this dial here. Simple enough. And here. So now we get a chance to see the American Muscle Grill at work, all right? So it'll take around 10 minutes to get this charcoal fired up on this side of the grill. It is getting warm already. We'll get back together after that. We'll kill the gas in this section, and then we'll start grilling our meat. After we start grilling the meat, all we're gonna do is fire up the other side here, these two, and get this baby hot. We'll let the gas run on this side to get our griddle hot, and we'll start cooking our veggies. Today is dual fuel day, okay? We'll be doing a gas burn on one side, we'll be doing charcoal on the other. What a versatile, awesome grill. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so 5 minutes later, our charcoal has been ignited, and you can check that out right here. You see we are lit really well. Now, right now, our gas and our charcoal are both fighting for oxygen, okay? So once I turn the gas off, what you'll notice is that this will spike up even more because the charcoal will be consuming all of the oxygen, and it is time to get going, okay? So let's do that right now. We'll kill the gas. You'll see what I mean, okay? It will start acting up even more. Beautiful glow. All right, now all I want to do now is go ahead and bring it down. Let it warm up for another minute or two, and then we'll be at my favorite part of the video, and you know what that is. Let's get cooking. Okay, so for starters, we'll go ahead and oil up our grates just a little bit. I'm just going to add a little oil to this paper towel. Just kind of put a little coating on these beautiful grates here. Make sure we're ready to go. All right, remember we have both sides of the media tray. Of the three that we have two of them that have fuel in them. And then the one right here, again, will be pretty much the indirect zone to make sure we don't overcook anything. All right, so let me get this in the trash. And folks, I'm all kind of excited because we are about to get going. And what this is going to be is the first videoed cook on the American-made muscle grill, okay? So the AMG, for the first time, now I've cooked on it around 5 or 6 times, did a party about a week ago, and believe it or not, today is my daughter's birthday. So she wants hibachi, and that's what we're gonna do. Really excited about it. So let's get going. Now I took the chuck steak, if you saw in the video, and all I did with the chuck steak was I cut it in half. See, this hibachi is going to be a beef, chicken, and shrimp hibachi. Stuff's going to be ridiculous. All right, so you can see that happening, and we'll let that go for a minute or two before we flip it over. I'm not so worried about how thorough to cook it right now. I want to hit it with that awesome, awesome charcoal flavor to make this hibachi special, all right? So we'll go about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, move that to the side, and get started on the chicken. So I'll show you when it's time to do the first flip. All right, folks, so a few minutes later, you can see how the steaks are coming along. Beautiful sear zone is what we got going on. We're going to go ahead and do this first flip on these babies. So we can do that now. Check that out. Is that beautiful? Now these grill grates are 10 gauge, so they're going to last a lifetime. All right, you ain't going to be able to beat that. See, our steaks are coming along well. Okay, so we have that happening. What else can we get started on? What we can do is we can go ahead and start now on our veggies, right? So let's go ahead and get our griddle pan going right now. Now remember, hot charcoal over here, and what we're gonna do is use the gas to handle the griddle function of our veggies, okay? So all I'm gonna do right now, add a little oil, right? Get some oil working over here. And we're gonna come and fire up this portion of our grill. So let's go 1 and 2. Okay, so we have our 2 burners right here to fire up this side of the grill. Won't take long at all. Once it starts heating up, we'll go ahead and add maybe our broccoli first and go ahead and get that going while we're still taking care of our meat. Okay, so you see what I mean? You can run a charcoal fire on one side. You can have gas on the other side. You have rotisserie. I did a beautiful rotisserie chicken, all right? And all I did is I set up charcoal in the back and the front of the grill. I didn't put anything in the middle, okay? So all the way in the back it was charcoal, all the way in the front it was charcoal with the rotisserie and the chicken spinning right in the middle. Folks, you're talking about flavor. It was remarkable. We'll do a cook like that very soon too, all right? I'll see you guys in a little bit when it's time to add the chicken and get these veggies going. Okay, so just a few minutes later, it's time now to get the steaks off, all right? So again, I didn't want to go too extreme. I just want to add charcoal flavor. Now, my idea, and it's the way I do my hibachi, is once I get everything where it's actually grilled and it already has the flavor infused, all I do is take it off, put it back on my cutting board, and then I take it in and I slice it. Okay, so now we're coming back with our chicken. Check it out. And same thing. We just want to get it grilled up really good on both sides. Now this is the 36-inch American Muscle Grill. They sell this in a 54 also. I realistically couldn't do that because I wasn't going to have enough space in my outdoor kitchen if I would have did a 54-inch grill. So we stayed with the 36. It is more practical and makes sense for an outdoor kitchen where you can still have counter space and areas for people to be able to enjoy. Okay, so here we go now. We should be good, and we are. We're starting to warm up really good on the griddle side. So what I'll do now is go ahead and add my veggies, and I'm just going to start off with our broccoli. Okay, so we get our broccoli added. And this griddle came with the purchase of the American Muscle Grill, all right? And as you can see, it's huge, okay? You can get 10 burgers maybe done at one time over here if you want to do smash burgers. Another thing we'll do in the future. But you can see, we can get a ton of stuff going here. So all I'm going to do with this is get it, for the most part, soft, get it grilled down a little bit, add it back to the container. At the very end, folks, remember, all of this will come back together, blend in with rice. We're going to get yum yum sauce. We're going to get teriyaki sauce. We are going to do this right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. We have our broccoli sauteing for the most part on the griddle function. It's time now to go ahead and flip our chicken. Let's do that right now. See how that's coming along. You know, with these nice grill grates, you get a chance to get some good coverage on your meat. So that helps with even cooking also. You know, when you have those thinner grill grates, it's hard to get enough surface on the meats that you're cooking to make sure you're cooking them evenly. But you can see that this is doing a really good job here. Now what I do when I'm cooking like this, especially chicken and stuff like that, what I make it a point to do is pretty much leave it alone, right? So put it in place. After you've oiled it, you got this thing doctored up the way it's supposed to be. You need to leave it alone, okay? Let the grill do its job. Let it go ahead and get everything cooking for you, get all those flavors imparted into your food, and then you flip it, all right? And that holds true for almost anything you do when it comes down to grilling. Okay, we're back. No more than just moving our broccoli around. All I wanted to do again is just to get a little soft. And it'll continue getting soft as it goes through the other processes, right? So once we get the rice and get everything out here, we will make this hibachi in batches. My plan is to feed around 40 people. So this is a nice size griddle, but it ain't that big. Okay, so we'll have to do this twice. Okay, so we'll pull the chicken together, and then all I'm gonna do is, once the broccoli is done, I'm gonna add the peppers, saute those the same way on the griddle side. From there, we'll get together once everything is grilled and the rice is ready, and we will hook this hibachi up. I'll show you how we bring it all together and make it special. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, we're back. I had some technical difficulties. My batteries went dead on my camera. So what I did is I made the first batch, but luckily I had 2 pans of this to make, okay? So I get a chance to still show you exactly step by step how to get this done. So as you can see, we just added the oil, all right? So we just want this to come up a little bit in temperature, not a whole lot. But the main thing we want to do is we want to start frying up our rice, okay? So that's the whole idea around getting that oil started first, okay? So let's get a little rice at it. And with this griddle size, we can go in pretty good with this. And I like to use this spatula here to be able to move stuff around, okay? So we break it up. Just like that. Okay, the idea behind this is to start adding all kinds of flavors, right? So while we're browning up our rice, we want to come back with a little bit of soy sauce to help with the color. Not too much. Remember, this is really salty stuff. Okay, so we're hitting the Kinkelmans. We also want to make some room here, so let's do this. We want to make some room to get some eggs going. All right, so I'll move some of this back real fast, show you what I mean. Okay, eggs are absolutely divine with hibachi. So we're going to get some eggs going. What I'll do is 4. We'll do 4 eggs. Okay, so we'll let those get going. Now this is going to feed a lot of people. I've made one 21 by 13 inch pan already. All right, so we have this going. Next, let's go ahead and start adding some awesome meat to this. We'll come with our shrimp. All right, and I want to get some good handfuls of shrimp added. Look at that, folks. They look beautiful. We're coming back with chicken. Nice chunk of chicken. And this beautiful beef that we have. All right, and we'll add our beef. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. There's plenty more meat, so let me add a little bit more of our chicken and steak. All right, doesn't that already look good? Okay, it's sizzling. It's definitely coming up to temperature. We're going to start working this around just a little bit to get everything incorporated. Our eggs are coming along. Now we can't forget about our beautiful veggies. We're coming back with that now. We have color to add to this. We have more flavor to add with our onions, our peppers, our broccoli. Now you're talking. Look at that, folks. It's a mountain of goodness is what this is. Okay, folks, so this concludes our hibachi cook on the American-made grill, all right? I hope you like it, and as always, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let everyone know what Dski Grills is up to. And as always, at Dski Grills, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. I can't wait to get in the pool after this. It is hot, hot, hot. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks again for joining me.
It was a hot summer's night. Lord, we couldn't close our eyes. It was a hot summer night. Lord, we couldn't close our eyes. An old woman's shout gave us a fright. She said Willie didn't come back home last night. No, no.